Welcome and good morning to the morning show with Jennie and Davis. I'm Davis.
I'm Davis. I'm Jennie.
We're both Davis.
Welcome to the morning show.
That's going to get confusing.
We're so glad that you're here. If you've watched every single one this whole week, you're amazing. Good for you.
If you've watched more than one this week, you're amazing. Thank you for coming. If you've only watched one this week, you're amazing.
You're amazing.
Thank you for coming. So this is just a morning show designed to help us all start our day off on the right foot. We are just going to have a pep rally for everybody.
The one on Instagram is pausing a lot.
Well, that's okay. That's why you should come to Twitch. Twitch is the best place to watch the stream because it's the most stable. You can interact the most, and it makes you eligible for all the giveaways and stuff like that. We gave away a Keurig machine this week. We'll see what happens next week. But yes, we are just so happy to have you here and to start our day off with you and just to get it all going correctly. At least try to on the first. All right.
All right, Instagram, are you back to... Are you back? Okay, good.
You're too invested in Instagram.
Well, I just want to make sure it works for everybody. But bottom line, you really should come over to Twitch because that's the best streaming experience. And like we said, we voted on Twitch this morning for which sign we put on the wall. So if you want to be included in such critical decisions in the morning.
It was between Arizona, nice picture of Arizona right across the street from where, this is like literally right across the street from where we went to school. So like anytime we were stressed out or whatever, we could just go and like hike through all these trails back here. The other option was this sign made by our buddy Mark from Gun Flint Designs. It says, "Trying is the first step towards failure." It's a very nice sign. But yes, oh my gosh, I forgot our tagline. So the morning show with Jennie and Davis is a fun and positive way to take your day by storm.
Because if you don't take it by storm, it will take you by storm.
Ooh.
And that's no fun.
Ouch, yeah. So that's why we try to start the day off on the right foot with positivity and energy, because you receive, the mind can only see, the eyes can only see what the mind is prepared to comprehend.
We always flip that around when we're just like trying to say it fast. Okay, this is really funny. A positive way to take your day by storm, a proton heavy supercell. Sometimes.
Do
you get it though? Do you get it? A positive way to take your day by storm.
Oh my gosh.
A little science for you this morning.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody's not awake.
I was awake, but I was like, oh, he just doesn't understand that it's electrons that make lightning. But anyway.
Shh. I understood. I appreciate it. And that was very funny.
I'm such a doofus.
Somebody asked in the Instagram chat how you don't get sick of making the same thing every single day.
What do you mean?
Like building the same thing every single day.
Oh, I do. Oh, it's miserable. It's like, it's bad. Like,
just very repetitive.
Yes. There's a beauty in it though. Like I get excited about making a massive amount of things. I was thinking about this. I thought about like recording a whole spiel for YouTube, but like as I was making this last batch of charcuterie boards, I was asking myself like, I'm excited. Why am I excited? And it was because I was just making more charcuterie boards than anybody else on YouTube this week. And I was like, that just made me feel really good. Not that like, you know, it's as selfish as that sounds or as like shallow as it seems. Like it really did. It was just like, hey, like, yeah.
You're making
Nobody's making more charcuterie boards. I'm sure there's somebody in the world that makes more than me, but there's no YouTuber I watched that was making more than me. So that made me really happy because it was my own standard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I look at my checklist today. Yeah, don't have it either.
But at least we hit record, so that's good.
Stop talking about electrons. It's really negative. Okay, you're done.
I love it. Keep going.
Happy trees. You're about to get timed out.
Nope. Keep going.
Take a lap.
I'll keep you here.
Can we time out a moderator?
I'm here for the science jokes all day long.
Can we time out a moderator? I'm just testing. If I accidentally click it, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can time him out.
Stop. Don't time out the moderator.
I'm not going to time him out.
Jokes are fun.
I just wanted to know that I can.
Oh my gosh.
Power corrupts. Laird, thank you for following on Twitch. Appreciate you. Those of you on Instagram, we're so happy that you're here, but we would be even happier if you were over on Twitch because that's how you're going to get the best experience. It has nothing to do with us. We don't make money on this show yet. No. So, well, that's not true. We had two very wonderful people donate the other day. That's what the guy means in the corner, the TTS $5. So if you got a question and you want us to be forced to answer it, as long as it's appropriate, you can donate $5 and you can type your little message there, and a nice British robotic man will read it over the computer. So
in a very nice calming voice.
Yes.
That's what we all want in the morning.
Anyway, all right. How are we going to take today by storm, Jenny? What's our first thing?
Oh my gosh.
First off, what is your mug?
What is my mug?
What is your mug? Not what's in your mug.
We have matching mugs today. Isn't that cute?
So there's a TV show that is one of our favorite TV shows. It's called Community. It's hilarious. But there's two friends. It's about students at a community college. And hey, it's first time on Twitch. Welcome. It's about this, like, I don't know, sort of like a Breakfast Club combination of characters at a community college and just sort of the antics they get into. And two of the guys start this morning show. And
I don't think anybody watches it. They just do it for fun because it makes them smile.
Right, which is sort of what we got going on here. But they like legit had no audience, and they asked their friends to come and be interviewed at like 6 a.m. There's not anybody watching. There's nobody watching. There's no camera. There's no recording. Anyway, and so they had mugs for the show made. And their show was called Troy and Abed in the Morning.
Yes. So we selfishly wanted to be Jennie and Davis in the morning.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a great show. It's really funny. Troy and Abed in the morning. Somebody knows.
Troy and Abed in the morning.
It's also Johnny Brooke. What's his YouTube channel called? Why am I blanking on this? Thanks for liking the stream. What's his name? Johnny Brooke, the woodworker. You know him. Lives in Asheville.
Oh my gosh, this is killing me.
Crafted Workshop, is that it? I don't remember. I can't believe I'm blanking on this. I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, it's his favorite TV show too. Crafted Workshop. Yeah, I was right. Okay, cool.
I can see the logo, but I can't see because I'm used to scrolling and I just see the logo.
Is anybody else like that?
Up.
I cannot remember words or numbers and dates. Like I can remember what happened. I can remember who somebody is. I can picture their face, but names and like words are so freaking
I've got to have a visual memory in my head. Which is why I said all I can remember is the logo.
Yeah. But anyway, what's in your mug, Jenny?
This morning, cheers to Troy and Abed. This morning I made the Mardi Gras coffee. I don't know if you guys remember us talking about that a couple days ago where we thought it was seasonal. So we bought like 8 packs and then we're like, oh wait, they make this all year round? We're stupid. I made that this morning and it's pretty good.
Nice.
Some almond milk.
Is that what you made me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did we get coffee from the same coffee pot?
I can't taste it. Like my allergies.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like, really?
Today is a no-taste day.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
It's a bummer.
It's bad seasonal allergy. Dude, the tree pollen here in Houston is like out of this world. It's higher this year than it's like ever been.
You can see clouds of green tree pollen just like blowing around the sidewalks. It's bad.
Yeah. So it's like literally there's like a yellow film of pollen on everybody's car. It's kind of gross. We went to the car wash to get rid of it. And like the first, all the car guys are like, no, you would do a car wash. But like the first line of the little fingers that you go through in the car wash were just like, they're supposed to be red and blue, but they were like this nasty green color. They were like the color of your phone case because of all the pollen that had like mixed in with it from all the cars. It's kind of gross.
You think my phone case is a nasty green color?
Anyway, first time. Hello, mate. Right back at you. Thanks for. It tells me when it's your first message in the chat, so that's pretty cool. So Jenny's phone case is nasty green. Yes.
That's what I said.
Oh my gosh.
Rude.
Ooh, turmeric in the coffee. I haven't tried that yet.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Does that make it? What does that taste like?
I don't know. We gotta try it.
Interesting. I mean, I'm all for like the health benefits from the turmeric, but
yeah.
I wonder what that tastes like.
Yeah. So, but what's in your heart's mug? So the first segment of the morning show with Jennie and Davis is we do what's in your mug, which is really just a chance for us to share this. I mean, it's really a place for a coffee sponsor. Let's be honest. Anybody out there connected to a coffee brand, let us know, because literally the first segment in our show is what's in your mug.
And we just drink a ton of coffee. Like we could start this live stream over again at 2 p.m. and then also be able to do what's in your mug because we drink coffee in the morning and then I drink coffee at 2 p.m. every day.
I can't have any caffeine past noon or I don't sleep that night.
See, I almost shouldn't even have coffee in the morning and just start drinking it at 2 because I wake up like ready to go. Wow. I'm a morning person. I'm like, let's do this. But then I go and I get to 2 p.m. and I'm like, poof, just like that. Poof.
Well, you just waste all your energy in the morning and then you're just gassed by the afternoon.
But I do get a lot done in the mornings.
Yeah.
That's like
it's funny. Our energy cycles are totally opposite. Mm-hmm. Like I start out the morning kind of slow and it's a gradual build. And then by 8 p.m., I'm ready to run through a brick wall. I'm like, let's go to the gym. Let's do all the work.
And I'm like, bedtime. Good night. Not having it.
But what's in your heart's mug? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very appreciative.
Yeah?
Yes.
Appreciative of what?
I am very appreciative of people who are willing to pay it forward. Like I went to an event last night.
Okay.
With Caitlin. It was an interior design event, and it was like an interior design and a realty company, and they're all in one, which is kind of cool because then they can have listings, and they can stage their own listings, and then they can buy the furniture that they've put in the house and all that sort of stuff. So it's a pretty cool setup. But I talked to the head interior designer / broker. In an Instagram video. I just sent her a video saying hi and I'd love to make you these boards, and she responded to me and she gave me her phone number, and I called her and we talked for kind of a while, and then I showed up to this event, her event last night, and she treated me like she had known me for years. She knew my name. She was walking me around to other people at the event that she thought I should know and introducing me, and it was just really, really cool. And there were other people there too where I told them what we did, and they were opening up their phones and going through their contacts list and just airdropping me phone numbers of people that they thought I should call. I was like, this is really cool. And I was very appreciative for the people that were willing to, pay it forward and say hey, when I started my business, it was really helpful for me to meet all these people and find people who were willing to give me contact. So I'm going to do that for you too. So
that was nice. Yeah, you met that really cool. You met that one guy that was just like you were sort of being apologetic about taking his number. I wasn't there, but I'm just retelling the story from my perspective. You said, it sounded like you were a little apologetic that he was giving you names and phone numbers.
Yeah,
and
I was just thank you. You didn't have to do this. Thank you. That was very kind of you. I appreciate it.
He was and if you've never done networking before, that's just what you do.
Yeah.
There are the selfish people that have achieved success, and then there are most people are giving and open and willing to share. And anyway, when you find somebody who's willing to share, that's who you take their contact info from. And they're only going to give you contact info of people that are also that way. So once you get into that network of people sharing your stuff, it's pretty incredible. And anyway, and so this guy was just trying to explain to somebody that he brought to the event also was you said he was elbowing her and was oh yeah, that look, this is how you do it.
Yeah, see, that's how you do it. And so it was really sweet. He was
must have made you feel really good.
Yeah, it did make me feel good. And so he was screenshotting all the text messages. He was texting all the people while he was there, asking him updates for where they were working now, and screenshotting me all the text message conversations and just sending them to me. So it was really cool. And the best part is it was a free event. It didn't cost anything, because sometimes events like that can get pretty pricey. And I'm I don't know if I need to go $550 bad, but this one was just a free one. It was a good time.
Wow. Jessie from Facebook, is her name Jessie? Yes, Jessie says that we should have viewers send us their favorite coffees to try.
That'd be cool.
That would be so much fun. If you'd be willing to do that, we would definitely...
Yeah, we'll taste test.
Taste test and give you a shout out. So we do have a P.O. box for fan mail. It's in the description of just about every recent YouTube video. I think going back 5 or 6 videos ago, we started putting it there. Freezing up a ton. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Well, let me see if I can fix that. Hang on. But yeah, so we have that fan mail box. If you want to mail us coffee samples, we would love to try it.
Yeah, just go to the description of a recent YouTube video.
There, that should fix it. Give it a minute or two. But yes, that would be so much fun if you'd be willing to do that. We would be eternally grateful.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Somebody's going to send us coffee that has chocolate covered crickets in it or something, or ground up bugs.
I'd
scared.
drink it.
I'm scared.
I'd drink it. I'd try it.
No, that'll be cool.
All right. So what is the next thing? Oh, I didn't answer what's in my mug.
Oh yeah, your turn. What's in your mug? Your heart's mug. You already told me what's in your mug.
I'm also appreciative. It doesn't happen very often anymore, but I'm just so overwhelmed with the potential ahead of us. I don't know. I'm just really excited because like you come back from these networking events and we just see so much opportunity out there, and I'm just excited. It's going to be fun. So with that being said, let's hit our daily affirmations. So one of the things we do every morning that helps us prime the day, get started on the right foot, is to remind ourselves the type of person that we want to be. And we do that through daily affirmations. Ideally, you should spend a few seconds on each one of these, but we're just going to sprint through our list. Feel free to steal something from us. You can copy these or you can write your own. But the whole idea is that you just tell yourself areas that you want to improve on, and then you're conscious of that, hopefully, throughout the rest of the day. If you're not, at least you started off on the right foot.
You tried.
You tried, and that's half of it. So, you want to go ahead?
Sure. I am intelligent. I fight for what I want. I am relentless. I am strong. I am creative. I respect people. I respect myself. I can learn. I am logical. I am fair. I am a fantastic business owner. I am a great saleswoman. I am covered by grace, and I am loved.
That's a good list. I'm a pilot. I'm a maker. I'm a businessman. I am made in the image of God. I am able to do incredible things. I'm a man of discipline. I am a good operator of my body. I am good to my brain. I am building a multi-million-dollar business. I am on temporary assignment to do today's work. I will get out of my own way. I will love every person I talk with today. I love you. And I will give to others from a full heart.
Very good.
So,
You've officially started it off.
Nice.
On a positive note.
Streaming PC might need more GPU or CPU. No, it's just the internet. I don't. The house internet here is not as good as the office internet.
Yeah, commercial Wi-Fi is like, it's no joke. It's some pretty good stuff. You pay for it, but it's a bit better than our house Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but they just did no, that's gonna dox us. I can't tell that story. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had a story. Can't tell you.
Yeah. I feel like we also need to go over, because I've been seeing people talk in the Instagram chat too, where they're like, I can't, it's too early, I can't watch it, or it's afternoon here. After we record the show live, we do upload it onto YouTube, and it goes
Not
to...
YouTube.
I'm sorry. The YouTube platform. So if it doesn't stream there, we don't upload it
If it doesn't stream
later?
there, we don't upload it later.
Okay, never mind. Podcasting apps are probably your best bet to listen to it after the fact.
Because we do an audio version of the show, so... but still, Twitch is the best way to consume it. We will always be streaming on Twitch. We'll try to always get to Instagram. TikTok, the last 2 days, hasn't made it. Again, we've been trying to tell y'all to come to Twitch. So we're doing the best we can, but there's only so many things that we can do correctly.
Yeah, so even if you absolutely can't make it in the mornings, it will be recorded, and you can watch it or listen to it after the fact. You can come watch it here on Twitch, or you can listen to it on your podcasting apps. But obviously, we'd love to have you here in the mornings.
Oh yeah, you can also watch it on Twitch. So even if you don't catch it live, you can still go to Twitch. I think if you follow us now, you can still see, 14 days worth of streams. So that's exciting. We got 68 viewers right now. We're so happy to have each and every one of you. Welcome to the morning show with Jennie and Davis, a fun and positive way to take your day by storm. Live your life on purpose.
Yes.
That's the main thing. I just saw in all caps in the chat, it said, it's poop time. What it's like living with an 8-year-old boy.
Oh,
That's funny. Hey, I should do that.
no!
It's poop time.
You guys got to stop giving him ideas like this, because he will do it.
All right. What's next? So we did what's in your mug. We did our affirmations.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, man. Do you have any stories? Anything significant happen in the last day or two?
Oh man, I've just been going to a lot of events.
Yeah.
Like I packed this week full of them. I don't even think it started that way. A couple of them have been on the calendar for a while, but it just feels good to get out in the community and tell people what you do. So I've had a really, really fun week. I was able to make a sale off of the event I did this last week. And that was before I even made phone calls following up with the people from the event.
So let's talk about this. You have not gone to many networking events.
I've gone to like maybe 4 or 5, maybe 4 now.
Yeah. So what do you know anybody at these events when you sign up for them?
No.
So why do you sign up for events that you're going to go to by yourself with nobody else there?
Because I don't know the people there, and I want to know the people there.
So I just don't want people to get it confused. Like literally when we say go tell people about your business, that's what it looks like.
I literally walk up to strangers and say, "Hi, I wanted to come meet you. My name's Jennie."
It's really not that hard. Nobody thinks you're weird or different or screwy. You just walk up, you say, "Hi, my name's Davis. I'd like to meet you. What's your name?" And then they're just like, "Oh, yeah, my name is this." And you just do the little back and forth thing. You're like, "Oh, what do you do?" "Oh, cool. What do you do?" It's really not that difficult.
Right. And when you think about it, that's the whole purpose of these events. They're literally called networking events. It's beautiful because you can skip the awkward social part of oh, should I go up and talk to them? I don't know if they want to talk to me. Wait, let me wait until they're done with their conversation and then I'll walk up. It's no, let's just skip to the chase. We all know why we're here.
It's kind of like speed. It's kind of like speed dating.
Right. That's what I was just gonna say.
It's everybody's there for a date. You don't have to worry about asking for a date. You get one. You get a small little quick date at a speed dating event, and that's what these events are. They're just speed dating events for your business.
Yep.
So no matter what you're doing, whether you're trying to get a promotion or build a business or whatever you're trying to do, just start talking about it to other people. And you never know where that's going to lead you.
Yeah.
Imagine if you didn't open your mouth to that one guy that gave you all those phone numbers.
Right.
You said you almost didn't.
Yeah, I mean, he was just the first. I was like, I don't know. They look like a good group of people. Let's go talk to them.
It's facing a big fear for you. Congratulations. Yes, it's a big fear for us, too. I know that we were on social media and everything, but we are both naturally the type of people who avoid people.
Yeah.
We have had to work very hard to change that. And it starts by just talking to people about what you know. Mm-hmm. So, it's easy. You don't even have to know anything. You just talk about yourself and ask questions about them.
Yeah. When in doubt, where are you from? Are you from Houston originally?
Right. Once you learn the game of that people, all you got to do is just ask questions about them, and then they think you're a great conversationalist.
Yeah.
It's a Dale Carnegie thing. But if you start a conversation and you just keep asking people, yes, I have zero advertising and I'm booked, all from talking to people and a reputation. Absolutely. And that's what we recommend. The sun is
making a nice stripe across your shirt.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, it's cool to hear your experiences from those networking events, because I was even kind of poo-pooing on them a little bit. I was why do you do these stupid events?
He always poo-poos on these events I go to, and then I come back and I'm like, guess who I met tonight? And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Uh-huh. And then once I've met those people, that then gives me the self-ordained authority to tag them in all my stuff on Instagram and be like, hey, guess what? Now you know me. We're friends.
Oh, that's another thing.
Be
so talk about that.
Life.
As people, you were always scared of posting on social media.
Yeah.
I remember when I met you in college, you would not even like people's posts on Facebook. Somebody would get married or somebody would have a baby and you wouldn't even like the picture.
I'd just be like, oh, that's nice. I'll have to text them later. Scroll.
You did not want any record of anything ever on the internet, and you were so terrified of social media. And now
I run 10 different accounts now.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. But yeah, you just gotta tackle the thing. Yeah. Ooh, I love this. Ask, listen, observe, help, ask again. Aloha.
Ooh.
I love that.
I like that.
Yes. Ask, listen, observe. I like the order. I like the order of that.
And not just because it spells out aloha.
Yeah, but ask, listen. That's amazing. Keith, you made a Twitch just to switch. I love you. Thank you, Keith. Keith, thank you so much for the follow. Did you hit the follow button? I don't know. It didn't. I don't think it popped up. Keith, you got to hit the follow button. I know that's asking a lot. I really appreciate that you're here on Twitch. Sassy Daisy. Thank you, Sassy Daisy.
Sassy Daisy.
Sassy. What a great user. Some of y'all got some good username.
Yeah.
Good morning, King Cruz. Welcome to the Good Morning Show with Jennie and Davis. Oh, man. So happy to have you guys here.
Yes. Glad
yes, you found it, Keith. Great job.
Yay!
See, now your name's on stream.
So, okay, you know what makes me...
Is this more fun?
You know what makes me really happy is I'm watching the Instagram follower numbers, and they, every single day they've started to get lower and lower and lower because everybody's going to Twitch. So thank you guys who came from Instagram.
All the people who came
Twitch.
over from Instagram, tell us you did so in the chat. Inspire others.
Yes. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm like watching the numbers dwindle. I'm like, oh, they went over to Twitch. We're excited.
I only follow 2 channels on Twitch, my friend and you guys. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Number 1 morning show. Thank you. Yeah, you're worried about what you say on social media can scrutinize you. Somebody from the chat was saying that, but the fear can't be allowed to control us. That's so true, because then they're getting, like, you're worried about being controlled by what you say on social media. So therefore, you're controlled by what you don't say on social media.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Insta who? Yes.
Insta who? I like it.
I love it. Oh. Okay. What's next?
What's next? Okay, we
got to sharpen our minds, our bodies, and our spirits.
Yes. Sis.
Cool. So,
Book time?
I was going to read through the chapter this morning to see if it was... Okay, this is a great book. It's been great. We've been reading it every day.
Oh, somebody wanted you to bring it closer to the camera yesterday.
The
so they
price?
can see. Just the cover so they can see what it looks
Here is
like.
the cover. Here is the book we are all reading. Take a screenshot.
Boop. I'll photobomb it.
So there it is. It's called Priceless, The Myth of Fair Value and How to Take Advantage of It. So we're on chapter 5. These chapters are really short. Okay, we're getting into some good stuff. There's some illustrations. So sorry, podcast peeps, but that's why you watch on Twitch.
Yes.
So
Twitch for the win.
Here we go. This book is all about pricing. We're just sharpening our minds because a lot of our audience runs businesses or is, I don't know. We all deal with prices, right? So we can all learn a thing or two.
Every single day.
Because we've seen a thing or two.
Ooh.
Marketing works.
Gonna get copyrighted.
Sweet. Chapter 5. Black is white. Mm-hmm. S.S. Stevens tried to explain why the senses obey a power law. He noted that most of the laws of physics are power laws. So, like with an exponent. Remember those?
Mm-hmm. Like squared. Class? Like a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
So, by adapting to the form of physical law, the senses are better able to tell us how matters stand out there. In his published text, Psychophysics, he wrote, for example, is it the differences of proportions and ratios that need to remain constant in perception? Apparently, it is the proportions and ratios. When we walk towards a house, the relative proportions of the house appear to remain constant. The triangular gable looks triangular from any distance. A photograph portrays the same picture whether we view it under a bright or a dim light. The ratio between the light and shaded parts of the photograph seem approximately the same, even though the illusion varies. The usefulness of perceptual proportions and relations that remain approximately constant despite wide changes in stimulus levels is immense. Think how life as we know it would be transformed if speech could be understood only at a single level of intensity, or if objects changed their apparent proportions as they receded, or if pictures became unrecognizable when a cloud dimmed the light of the sun. So he's basically talking about how our brains are wired to pick up on relative differences, and that helps us have some form of map of reality that we can continue to observe and see things. So put this way, our ratio-based senses are eminently reasonable. There's an Achilles heel, though. The price, being so acutely sensitive to ratios and contrast, is relatively insensitive to the absolute. The print of this book looks black, but not because there's no light coming from the black area of your eye. Actually, the black gives off so much light. If we could remove all the white paper surrounding the black standing by itself would seem to glow as brightly as a neon sign at night. So it's basically saying, like, even black things aren't actually truly black. If you were able to black out everything around it, even the black has a little bit of light in it. I don't know what his point is there.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess he's just talking about, like, differences, subjective differences.
Right.
So the ratio-based nature of perception has many consequences. One of the more trivial ones is that it affects the... Why are you talking about trivial stuff? It was discovered that results depend a great deal in these experiments. It was discovered that results depend a great deal on the response scale. That is the answer sheet, a printed form in the old days, a web page now. There are two popular kinds of response scales, category and magnitude. And you're already familiar with both. On category scale, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 is poor, 2 is fair, 3 is good, 4 is very good, 5 is excellent. It's just saying it's a category based on your relative perception of what's going on. A magnitude scale is when you're asked to rate something on an unbounded numerical scale. The lowest rating is 0, and the highest rating is the biggest number you can think of. There's a lot of useless stuff here. Anyway, on a magnitude scale, different people assign wildly different numbers to the same thing. But when we do the category scale, answers start to normalize in an equal distribution.
Yeah, well, because you're priming them with the numbers you want them to use, right?
Right. Well, I think it's just saying that, like, I think his punchline here is that humans are not very good at, like, mapping reality, really. Like, we're really good at understanding differences between things, like the spot the difference pictures.
Yeah.
But we're really bad at, I don't know, like, actually mapping reality. I think that's his whole point. Have you guys seen this before? With the chessboard, and there's like two, so this block is labeled, and this block is labeled. And it looks like a shadow, but the two chess squares are actually the same exact color. They look different, but they're the exact same color, because the relative difference makes them look different, but they're actually the same shade. And if I cover up part of it, you could actually see how these two squares are actually the same color.
Wait, which two squares? Oh, the labeled ones. Got it.
So
now I want to cut them out of this page and put them next to each other.
we can hang that on the wall.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So this morning we wanted some artwork because just our white wall looked kind of silly. So we had the choice between a nice picture of Prescott, Arizona, or this sign that our friend Mark made. It says, "Trying is the first step towards failure." That was in the, I don't even want to call it a pre-show. That was in the 5 minute before 7 a.m. technical setup.
Yes.
Arizona
1.
Yeah.
Like the blue
and gold dress.
The dress. Oh my gosh.
So that was cool. Y'all remember that picture?
Yeah.
Does everybody in chat, did y'all ever see that, or y'all heads in the sand? So a couple years ago, it was like my senior year of college.
Yeah.
Like there was this picture of a dress going around, and it was a black and blue dress, but because of the lighting of the photograph, some people thought it was a white and gold dress. I thought it was white and gold.
I thought it was white and gold too.
And then finally I was able to get my eyes to switch over.
I had to try so hard. Ugh.
But it has to do with like how your brain interprets night vision.
Yeah.
Depending on, anyway, it's just really cool. But now that I saw it as black and blue, I was unable to switch. You know those like images of like it looks like a rabbit one way and a duck the other way?
Yeah, and then once you see it the other way, you like can't switch back.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jennie and Laurel audio clip.
So that's another one with like priming too. Like I'm sure that how you interpret that is much more to do with how you're primed to hear it.
Yeah.
Because have you seen, there's these things on TikTok where there's like these little phrases that just keep getting repeated over and over. And there's like 8 different ways you can interpret it. And it's got all the words listed out. And whichever one you're staring at is the one you're listening to.
Yeah, right.
Mark Rober talked about that in his little piano video he made a month or two ago. Like you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. Anyway. Cool.
But the dress is like, I couldn't see it as black and blue until I printed it out. When I looked at it on a phone screen, it was white and gold. I had to print it out on paper to see it as black and blue.
So that was chapter 5 of this book. That killed a whole 4 minutes. Fantastic.
Yeah, basically just saying similar message to the last couple of days.
I think he's just trying
everything's subjective.
For some reason, like humans have survived by depending on our subjective map of reality. Mm-hmm. Like our brains literally have survived based on our interpretation of reality. To accept and understand that the world is happening differently than how we perceive it is very hard for some people to take. That's a lesson that some people just cannot learn or refuse to learn. Mm-hmm. You can learn it. It's not genetic. Like you can actually change your mind about that, but it's actually really hard for a lot of people to come to terms with that, because that means that they could be wrong. And some people are so afraid of being wrong or incorrect that it scares them, and rightly so. But I guess the first few chapters of this book, talking about pricing and everything, is to first prove over and over and over again that we are relative, that we are subjective, we are not actually mapping things in reality, which then gives the opportunity for people to come in and manipulate that and use that to their advantage.
Like advertising.
I hope he doesn't go, yes, we're wrong all the time.
Sport Class Customs just followed. What's up?
What's up, Jason?
Good
Thanks
to
for
have
coming.
you, Jason. Thank you.
But yeah, this book, Priceless, The Myth of Fair Value and How to Take Advantage of It. I'm excited to see all the pricing. So they've got a lot of experiments on like pricing, and I can't wait to start to dive into those. I think we've made the point that humans are relative.
Yeah.
So,
you know what we didn't do that I just remembered by looking at that book?
What?
The question.
The book question. Okay. Well,
where did it go?
We're going to take a slight detour.
I saw it. Oh. So the phone that's doing the Instagram stream is standing on like 10 different books and some old charcuterie boards right now, and I thought he used the question book to prop up the phone. We're good.
Oh, okay. So you know what's scary?
What?
I just said that like it's really hard for some people to understand that they don't map reality correctly.
Yeah.
And we lost 20 viewers.
Interesting.
We just I don't know. It might be a totally a coincidence, but I would not be surprised if like 20 people were just like, all right, I'm done watching this. Being wrong and fallible is part of the human condition. Yes, absolutely. You've got to learn to fail up as I don't know if you listen to the Making It podcast after show. That's what they talked about this week or last week. Humans are relatives and we're all related. Yes. I love it. What's up, bro? All right. So we got this other book, 3,000 Questions About Me. Thought it would make great content, so we bought it. We're on question 15. Can you get me a pen?
You need a pen again?
I need a pen. I need to write this down. I need to record it. We're on the last question of the first page. Question number 15. Losing 20 people, that's just your perception of reality. Yes. Absolutely. And that's one of my flaws. Like, one of my flaws is that I am too confident in my assumptions sometimes. I don't actually go back and like prove that reality is mapping that way. I trust my own subjective opinion way more than I would say most people.
Yeah.
Which gets me into trouble a lot. 7:30, some people had to go to work. No, that's not it.
No.
That's not it. No, that doesn't make any sense. Because I've got to be right. I can't be wrong. What
That's
is
scary.
This? This is my morning show. I have to be right all the time.
That would be so bad.
That would be so terrible. Nobody would watch that
morning
I wouldn't
show.
even watch that show. Okay, question number 15. Ooh, I like this one.
Ooh.
Which talent would you most like to have?
Which talent would I most like to have?
What talent would you most like to have?
I can only pick one?
I have two, yeah.
What are your two? I always go first. What are your two?
What are my two?
Yeah. Well, okay, it's supposed to be one, but you said you had to.
I have always wanted... I'm at work with your feet up. Yeah, no excuses. Thanks, Jesse.
Very cool.
No excuses. Some people are in class. Some people are, I don't know, at work.
Yeah, the first morning show or the test live stream, we had like somebody who was in physics class and they were streaming it.
Sweet. So one thing that I've always wanted to be able to do that I have not been able to do. Steven, thank you for liking the stream. You like it every morning.
Thank
Appreciate you. Okay. I've always wanted to be able to sing.
Ooh.
Like we talked about it earlier this week. Like
That's a good one.
I've got some level of music ability, so I can hit pitch, but I cannot for the life of me. It does not sound good. I need to take some like vocal coaching or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But again, is the juice really worth the squeeze?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really want to start a singing career. So
Yeah.
I got too many hobbies.
Yeah. What was your second one?
My second one?
Yeah.
This one was a little bit more deep. Like there are some people who are just wired to... There's some people that are just wired to see the emotional state of others and be extremely empathetic. I'm stealing yours, aren't I?
No, that was my second one. You're stealing my second one.
Like there are some people like that just are really good at sorting through everybody else's perspective. They're able to see other people's emotional
Empathy.
state. Yeah, just have a abnormal level of empathy.
Yeah.
Now, that's a double-edged sword because that comes at the expense of a lack of self-awareness, and you got to figure that out. But to have that skill of being able to see somebody else's emotional state and know what is going to make a difference for them, and then to be able to help them, man, that's powerful.
Yeah, really.
That's a really good tool.
That was my second one.
Yeah. So you can learn it, but there are some people that are just wired that way, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Anyway, what about yours? What have you always wanted to do?
A talent that I
Or a
wish
talent,
I had.
yeah.
I wish I kind of wish I played an instrument, to be honest. Like, and I know that's not necessarily a talent because you can start practicing and you can be able to play an instrument. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have like talent in playing an instrument. But that is a talent I had. I wish I could like pick up playing an instrument quickly, or I wish I had like the genuine interest and patience to, you know, learn all of the music notes and everything. Because I think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be a really fun way to just like, you know, calm down or relax, is to just pull out your instrument and start playing some really pretty music. The cat was meowing nonstop.
Well, we put him in the garage because he likes to go to the garage and just chill out for a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was yelling rather loudly. So.
Yep. What are other people's talents they wish they had?
I would love to be able to see more positive rather than see what could go wrong and how I could benefit. Yes. That just takes practice. It just takes practice.
Yeah.
That's why you do things like morning daily affirmations. That's why you don't put so much pressure on yourself for your first thought. It's going to take you a year or two until your first like natural instinct is to be positive. You're not responsible for your first reaction, but you're responsible for your second reaction.
Yeah.
That's what helped me. Is like, all right, I'm gonna give myself grace for the first one. I understand I'm pessimistic, I'm rude, I'm angry. I'm not gonna sit there for very long. I'm gonna identify it, and then I'm gonna go forward and say, okay, what's the positive way to look at this? If you've got a really positive person in your life, just ask, how would this person interpret this? Is there a way I could spin it? Play the like news headline game with yourself. Like, what's the way I could spin this to make it sound really positive?
Yeah.
One thing that just like stuck out from my childhood was like, I was listening to this one guy talk about how like he had to spend all weekend like fixing his gutters. I was like an 8-year-old kid when I heard this. I didn't have gutters, but he said like, yeah, I spent all weekend like fixing my gutters. But you know, I'm just so thankful because that just means I have a roof over my head that needs gutter, and I have enough money that I could waste it on fixing the gutters. And I was like, wow, that's a really positive way to look at that, because you're based on this book, like your perception of reality is wrong anyway. You might as well pick the type of wrong that works, that gives you more in the end.
Right. The optimism. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, better structure your day. It's hard with ADHD. Yeah, that's tough. It's really tough. Like we've had to adopt a bunch of different mantras. I don't think either one of us have ADHD, but I don't know, probably very close. Never got tested for it, but if there even is a test, I don't know. But you just got to adopt these mantras to like wrangle yourself in. That's why being accountable to a calendar is really important. Having systems and checklists, and just not letting yourself change the channel until whatever you've got is done.
Yeah. Yep.
Set systems and processes. Yeah, that's huge. Cool. So now it's time to sharpen our bodies.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I feel like I'm about to sneeze.
Your sneezes make me so angry.
Nope, it's gone.
Your sneezes, they come out of no... There's no ah before your chew. Like, there's no ah chew. You know, like when most people sneeze, there's like, chew! Jennie's is just, chew! And it's the most interrupting, abrasive, like... I
gotta make sure you're awake.
Ugh, it's so irritating. it's just a loud cough with no warning. And you usually yell when you sneeze because you know it gets me angry. So you just...
No, that's just fun at that point. Like, it's just enjoyable.
Well, it's time for breathing exercises. You count today. So, something we do, if you're in your cubicle, if you're in your car, if you're listening to this while you're sanding or whatever, maybe not sanding because I don't want you to inhale sawdust. We are going to do breathing exercises. It's just a way to get blood to your brain and oxygen to your brain. Just gets nothing like picking on your wife in a public forum. It's the greatest. It's really the reason I post content.
And what goes around comes around too. We'll see what happens on Monday morning.
So we are going to do these breathing exercises again, just to get our blood going, to get our brain enough oxygen so we can make good decisions. Because if you can make good decisions in the morning, I don't know.
You're capable of making good decisions throughout the rest of the day.
Hopefully. That's the idea. You're priming yourself to make better decisions the rest of the day.
You did these breathing exercises randomly yesterday. Something stuck. Nice.
Yes. So that's the point, is like when you feel overwhelmed or stressed, generally there's too much air in your lungs. So with these breathing exercises, focus not so much on breathing in, but really get all that air out. Push really hard. Flex your abs. Breathe from your diaphragm. Do all of those things. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's going to be weird. We're all going to look silly together. But here we go. Ready? It was when I was overwhelmed.
There you go.
You're learning.
There you
All right, here we go.
Ready?
4 in, 4 counts in, 4 counts out.
Okay. Ready? In, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. Get it all out. In, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. One more. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold it.
Make me hold it on the way out too.
Just kidding. I was going to poke you right
Make me hold it.
Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Don't breathe back in. All right, you're good.
Okay, great. Now I'm lightheaded.
Just falls off the bench.
Yeah. One of the things that we did that was really cool. So before we got before we were officially air crew in the military, they made us go to this altitude chamber, and they were going to show you what your body reacted with when you didn't have enough oxygen. And it was really cool.
It was really cool.
They basically put you in this room, and we all got oxygen masks on, like, see fighter pilots in Top Gun, and we're all wearing these helmets and these oxygen masks, and they take all the air out of this room. They suck it out so that it's got the amount of
it simulates
oxygen.
You at what was it?
30,000 feet.
25,000 feet or something like that.
Yeah. And so what happened is then they pulled, it froze in my stomach, stuck out. That's funny. They sucked all the air out of this room, and then that meant there was no oxygen. And so then they told us all to take our oxygen masks off. And the cool thing is that everybody's body responds a little bit differently to not having enough oxygen.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of symptoms that were the same. Just watch the live recording, hit clip it. Yeah, clip that and post it on Twitter. Tag us in it.
Yes.
But we, I don't know, some people get really giggly. They almost act like they're drunk. Some people get really warm and cozy and they start to fall asleep.
Some people just get aggressive. It got to the point where we were all starting to get a little loopy and see symptoms. And then there's just, there's always those 1 or 2 people in the corner who are like, no, I feel nothing. I feel great. And we're like, really? Because your lips are blue. It's like, no, man, I feel just bright as rain. I feel great. And you're like, how many fingers am I holding up? They're like, 3. And you're like,
It's crazy stuff, man. It's crazy stuff. But one of the things that I thought was crazy was your color vision disappears.
Yeah.
Your ability to distinguish colors doesn't happen. And what did they do? So they had this little piece of paper, a laminated piece of paper in front of us, and it was it had all these different color swatches. And they told us to not look at it until we were at altitude or whatever. I don't know if they did this to you. And then they're like, okay, turn over your paper. And it was just a bunch of gray squares.
Yeah, that and
then it was just a bunch of gray squares. And they're like, okay, put your oxygen mask back on. And we put our mask back on, and we started to breathe the oxygen, and we could see all the different colors on the swatches come back to life.
They also gave us mazes to do and word searches. And when you started at the beginning, you're like, oh, this is easy. This is Child's Play. And at the end, you're like, why can't I find the word live in this word search? It's a 4-letter word, and you're struggling so hard.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy what your brain does without enough oxygen, and it's really scary because when you get stressed, some of us freeze and we don't get enough blood to our brain. And then we make a decision when we're frozen.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. So I say all that to say, when you're stressed, when you're not feeling good, take a few deep breaths. Like literally, what your grandma always told you is true. Take a deep breath and make a better decision. So, Smarter Every Day has a whole video explaining it. Yeah, he went through the same training for his job. So that was pretty cool.
I remember I answered one of their questions wrong. Like they number us all in the chairs so that when we respond, you respond as your number. Like, all right, yep, 7's good. Yep, 7's mask is off. 7's mask is whatever. And they started asking me questions and I started saying the wrong number. Halfway through, I was like, yep, number 9 is good. And I just remember somebody looking at me and be like, you're number 8. And I'm like,
whoops.
All right, maybe it's time to put the mask back on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was funny. So
do your breathing exercises.
Yes.
Is what that means.
Yep. I'm so glad that somebody practiced that earlier this week. So that's cool. Oh man.
What else are we missing?
We got to sharpen our spirits.
Yes.
So are you worried about anything? Speaking of anxiety and worry.
Yeah.
What are you worried about today?
Oh man. This is a fear that is not based in reality, and I even have evidence to prove that it is not true and that I should not believe it, but of course, your brain's still going to mess with you. I have a couple people that have worked all the way through their board orders and it's time to refill them, and I just have this fear that they're just going to be like, "Nope, I don't want to work with you anymore. Nope, I don't like the boards anymore. I don't want to order anything else. I think I'm good. Bye." But nobody's ever done that to me. And so I have people I have to call to refill their board orders. I'm like, what if they just don't want to work with me? Has anybody said that in the past? I'm like, no, but it could happen.
The people that aren't going to buy again are the ones that forgot they bought in the first place.
Right.
They're just going to forever have 8 boards sitting in our inventory.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't build every single board that we have sold, is because we know some people are just never, ever, 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 ever going to remember that they had them.
Yeah.
Then it puts us in a bad spot, because then they're like, if we were to reach out to them, they're going to be like, "Oh yeah, I want a refund for those boards."
That's not what the terms and conditions say. Terms and conditions page, guys.
Yeah. Twitch tutorial. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll post that on. We'll find another one because we're not good at tutorials. So maybe we'll find a good video and post it somewhere.
Yeah, post the link somewhere.
Yeah. Well.
Very cool.
Well, do we have anything else going on today?
Are you building today?
I don't know. Should I build today?
I don't know.
I need to. We're almost out of cutting boards.
Yeah, we definitely need cutting boards. What else? Yeah. What else did we do today?
I got to finish writing a couple of checklists.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. That's what we're doing
finish
today.
that. We got our sales team meeting this afternoon. Mm-hmm. We've got, what else? I think that's it.
Got some fulfillments.
We were supposed to take today off. It just didn't happen. We'll probably take tomorrow off. But I don't like taking weekends. Thanks for the follow.
Yeah.
I don't like taking weekends off because
everybody's out on the weekends. It's like, oh, let's, go to the store.
You can't do anything.
Packed.
Everything takes twice as long. So we like to take a weekday off, which is usually Thursday or Friday, but didn't happen yesterday. Didn't happen today. So we will take a day off. We're bad at taking days off. So,
oh well, we tried.
Get to pay yourself for the second time today. Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. That's a good step up. Is the podcast only Monday through Friday? Well, yesterday I didn't end up posting it, but yes, this is only Monday through Friday. Sorry, we can't do this on weekends. There are no days off. Yeah.
I don't know who would all watch on. I don't know who would be up to watch a show at 7 a.m. on a Saturday.
Not me.
Not me.
But anyway, we I don't know. I really like doing this show. How do y'all like it? Do y'all like this show? I'm seeing a lot of the same names come back day in and day out, which is sort of the whole point. We've been averaging at least 50 viewers a day, sometimes more, sometimes less. So it's been a lot of fun. Sounds like, I don't know. We started this for a couple of reasons, but one of them was to farm content. We can clip parts of the show and make more content. Because that was one thing that we noticed we were doing a poor job of for our editors, is we weren't giving them enough video footage to make good content out of.
Yeah.
So with a daily show, it gives us five chances to make at least one good TikTok.
And this is way more fun. Like, we like doing YouTube videos,
gosh.
but this is so much better than like scripted, recorded content.
I don't know. I think
way more fun.
It's a lot easier for us to perform at a level of quality live than it is for us to perform at a level of quality scripted.
Yes. And it helps us with the morning routine. Now we're to the point where we're waking up, we're working out, we're getting active in the mornings, and then we get to talk to great people. So it's a pretty good morning routine, if you ask me.
Yeah. I'm really excited. Thanks, Lazarus. That was really nice of you.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody who's enjoying the show. If you're listening to it on the podcast and you're enjoying the Daily Show on the podcast, we would absolutely love a rating on the podcast app of your choice. It just helps the show propagate to more people who haven't heard of us. Will we ever have guests? Yes. At one point, we will have guests. We got to figure out the logistics. We got to get our first month or so in, and then we can, because we got to iron out the wrinkles before we start inviting guests on. So yes, guests are in the future. But yeah. Yeah, and we love the interaction. It's so much fun. It's so cool to respond to the chat and get distracted and enable our ADD or whatever.
Yeah.
Our short attention spans really love the live show.
Yes.
So
and Twitch, something's always popping up too. So you're like, oh, something new. Somebody followed. I'm like, all right, that's nice.
Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out this morning. Wait,
Jared.
Somebody say Jared? Is that the Jared we're thinking of? I don't know. Who's Jared?
Who's Jared?
State Farm? No, that's Jake.
That's Jake.
Who's Jared? Oh, Jared was the Subway guy, but we don't talk about him. He got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Rightly so. Sweet. Well,
I think that's it. It is Friday, so happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody. Oh my gosh, I
hope you have a wonderful night and a super fun weekend.
Yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you back Monday morning at 7 a.m. Central Time here on Twitch or on Instagram. Hopefully we got YouTube figured out again.
Yeah, we got to figure out why that's not streaming.
Or if you're on the podcast, you'll see the next episode around lunchtime on Monday.
And we should be back in the studio on Monday, so...
Cool.
All right. Bye, guys.
Oh, for the first guest. Yes,
what?
Jared. Jared should be the first guest. That would be fun.
Yes, that would be fun.
That'd
be a good time.
It would also be like 5 a.m. for him.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah.
So he will definitely need to have a mug full of coffee.